And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. His first carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
What part of they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
He's got Fuller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run again with Hines. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Love. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing on third down, Locke. And that's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult. We'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down. To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he stays up. Runs through the contact. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Lock. Ebron caught left side. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And the catch made by Hilton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Luck. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Love. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. John Simon in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Come back.
From the gun on third, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
is Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This is Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Play action. It's locked. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep for Julius Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Julius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Locke. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he's brought down after a good game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break. Locke looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Al Woods able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back, come back.
Operating from the gun, Watson, and that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
59, alert, alert. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Okay, 53. Wrong. Let's go. 12.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got Rodgers. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
622. One day, 53. 11.
On first down, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Middle.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Black 22. Richmond. Reset.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Watson hands this to Foreman. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
reset.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. 44, check. Richmond.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Down. Back 22. Back 22. Tiger.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Danico Autry able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation. They made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That goes a whole lot better.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Got three.
On 1st down, Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The gain of 39 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Green, Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Reset, reset, reset.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and long. It's Watson. And pressure gets to him again. Hassan Ridgeway in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Colts coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run with Hines. Shifts by him. Finding some room at midfield. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. There it is, the defense waking. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the pitch goes to Miller. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll go with Foreman. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Marlon Mack ready to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hurry, hurry!
And they'll go on the ground. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. Deion Kane working to Miller. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, a late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come back.
He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Target. Come back.
Back to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
One last throw here for Watson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And that will tie the ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a first down throw. Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll run it out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Luck on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
12.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Third and long. It's Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And they'll run it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.